Gasquet with Sergei Bruguera, of course, at his side to begin this quarter-final. Quite a history, these two, Wilkes.
Yeah, certainly have. Say 5 occasions. N.Almagro leads the head-to-head 3-2. And no surprising that 2 of those 3 victories have come on the clay court.
There's problems with his back, isn't he? Sorry, Wilkes, Gasquet this year.
The last time they played was at the Miami Masters event 2013, and Gasquet actually came out on top, and that was a 6-7, 7-5, 7-6 epic. Could be in for a long one.
Sitting comfortably. Lights on. It's going to get pretty cool too for the crowd into the evening. Played. Battle of the single-handed backhands, of course.
Whose would you take?
Gasquet. I'd take Almagro's forehand and serve over the Frenchman, but...
Okay, what about the rest of the players in the...
Oh, I see.
On the ATP Tour?
Wawrinka, I think. Wawrinka or Federer's. Kohlschreiber's is right up there too, but... Wawrinka, boy. His arm's made of oak on his backhand. Played. How about you?
Yeah, Wawrinka, Federer, maybe Federer. Really because of the variety with the slice that he's got. Don't see too many other guys have that ability to slice and dice the way that he does. A lot of the technique we see, these two guys with Wawrinka when they're hitting through the shot, looks beautiful, but just a little bit of variety just gives it the edge.
The length of this swing. Wonderful stroke play from both.
It was juice.
Interesting to see how deep Gasquet plays, Wilkes, and we always talk about it when we commentate together on Gasquet, don't we?
Yeah, it's always been the thing where it kind of maybe has stopped him from getting over the finishing line at the Grand Slams. Obviously 2 semi-finalists, one at Wimbledon, one at the US Open, but it's just being aggressive more often, isn't it?
Just too strong. That is magnificent hitting.
I guess Gasquet's got to be careful, and that's early stages, but not to get too predictable with that backhand cross. We've seen a couple of changes there from N.Almagro because he's got time on the ball.
Break point. He's struggled at home in his home major, hasn't he, Gasquet? He's played the French 11 times. His best has been a fourth round 3 times, 11, 12 and 13 those years. N.Almagro, of course, 3 times a quarter-finalist in Paris. Probably sick of the sight of Nadal because he's lost to him every time at that stage. Did beat Nadal in Barcelona last year in the quarter-finals before he had to have the surgery to that left foot. It's the first time he'd beaten Nadal in what was an 11th meeting. So it's only a matter of time before we see N.Almagro way back up the rankings, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. He's too good a player to be hanging around the 100 mark. Lovely change up here from Gasquet. Beautiful technique on the volley.
Tough opening service game. 2 break points saved already.
Gasquet.
Who's your favourite for the French then?
Good question. Djokovic. It's obviously the only one he hasn't won, so that could get in the way, especially if it's Nadal. But can Nadal win another French this year? I think this is going to be the toughest year for him to win it since he probably won it for the very first time. The aura has been dented naturally. His own confidence he's talked about is shot at the moment. But who knows, when he arrives back in Paris, he gets the slippers on to walk out onto Chatrier, it could be all very different.
Yeah, very much at home, isn't he?
You?
Yeah, I agree. I think Djokovic is the best player on the planet by far at the moment. He's obviously decided to take a break from Madrid, so he's got a little more time to prepare. He'll play the Rome Masters event, then Roland Garros.
Fantastic. It could be long. His opening game is already up to nearly 9 minutes.
I think it's a match that Gasquet is going to be forced to get up the court. The majority of the points he's winning in this opening game is when he's ventured inside the baseline. When he stayed back, that's where he's struggling. So maybe it's a good thing for him that he has to force himself to be aggressive.
Fourth break point of this opening game. Their lungs are certainly filled. Superb.
Yeah, and the right time. N.Almagro a long way back.
Just as well he served and volleyed. Would have been a dead let cord.
And he's winning his points just through being braver.
It's good to see, isn't it?
Gasquet.
Well done. 4 break points saved. 10-minute game. Gasquet, 1 love.
First game.
Yes, Gasquet and Nadal is very young juniors were heralded as 2 huge stars for the future. Gasquet was so good, so young. I remember at Monte Carlo that year as a 15-year-old, and just extraordinary the way he burst onto the scene.
Yeah, at the age of 16, Gasquet was ranked 161 in the world and made his move in the top 100 at the age of 17. 17.
That's amazing. French and US junior champion, 2002.
For all those YouTube lovers out there, there's a good little clip of Gasquet playing N.Almagro when they were under 14 at Le Petit tournament in France. Some of the shots you see then are very similar to the way they hit now.
Well, he'd love to hold serve to love, wouldn't he? To put Gasquet back into bat very quickly. 10-minute game compared to 1 so far. This is a love game.
A little faker, wasn't it? Look the other way and hit the opposite direction. The way to play the game. Nice little angle from the backhand from Gasquet, but as soon as he saw N.Almagro in trouble, nice little ghost into the net.
Always wants the winning ball back, Gasquet.
30 love.
So many skills on show here.
40 love.
And waiting for that winning ball. He's going to wear that one out.
The opponent's got to run after that ball and just put it in your pocket and hide it.
Well, we're learning all about you now, Wilkes. Just his second double of the tournament, one against Marinko Matasevic on this court Tuesday. Didn't serve one against Kenny De Schepper. qualifying Frenchman on Wednesday. As casual as you like. Play the volley and just carry on walking.
Love 15.
The way he just leans on that forehand.
15
Just flattening out a little bit more so it gets through the court.
Furthest up the court I think I've seen Gasquet play in a very long time.
15-30
at the start here.
Yeah. He's been doing it for the whole of this match so far. It's been impressive.
Yeah. He always does that, backs off to play the loopier return to get into the point. And a couple of backhand down the line errors from N.Almagro's put him in a spot of bother here. Always touches the court, doesn't he, before he's returning. Little habits. Gasquet breaks at the first attempt and leads 3-1.
Yeah, very good from Gasquet, very alert, very quick onto that short ball. And I like what I'm seeing here, nice and aggressive, he's getting up the court more often.
Against the set. 15 love.
Obviously played each other 5 times. I think Gasquet knows that he's got to stay up the court, otherwise his opponent will dominate him. Seems to be very clear game plan this evening. When you can improvise like that, why not serve and volley?
Yeah, great hand skills. What a reaction. Very alert there to the let cord.
30 love.
But it's been good to see him throw in the serve volley. Yeah, he's not doing it all the time, so it becomes more of a surprise to the returner, so they're not quite sure what you're going to come up with.
Of course, he's seeded to win this tournament now, Gasquet. Seeded 5. Top 4 have perished. Tommy Robredo had to pull out, unfortunately, with a left foot problem for him at the start of the tournament. Well, after such a huge, long first game, another grip change for Gasquet. He only has half a over grip, but he does it every single sit down and every single match he plays. He must have got through miles and miles of the stuff. He's got a very built-up grip too at the bottom of the handle on the butt. Each to their own. I mean, did you always have to make little adjustments to your rackets, Wilkes? Weight or?
Yeah, I used to have a little bit of lead weight in the head of the racket. You see the players customise some of their rackets just to get it to the right sort of weightage. You know, some players might prefer the weight to be lower down, maybe in the handle. Some prefer in the head. Yeah, some like to have a certain grip on there. So it's all about just getting the right, you know, tool for what you're going to use.
Yeah. He threw everything at Gasquet in that opening service game of the Frenchman's, didn't he? N.Almagro had the 4 break points. Not a lot since.
Against Atlanta, 15-30. Pentagons, 30 on.
A little too errant at the moment.
Yeah, surprised at the number of unforced errors that Almagro is making. A lot of loose shots. Maybe that's just through the match tightness. Obviously highlighted the injuries. Yes, he's played some tournaments this year, but nothing like he would have played in the past.
Wallace, Deuce. N.Almagro.
Launched himself at this one.
ran out of legs, didn't he? At the end of that point, worked it so well. Really didn't want to hit another ball at the end there. Legs weren't quite getting behind the shot.
Good defence from Gasquet, wasn't it?
Gasquet.
The chance for a double break.
Gasquet.
Yeah, just too many of those errors, I'm afraid, for Almagro. 5-1 Gasquet.
Gasquet gana 5-1. 5 games to 1.
Samuel Lopez, who's been coaching Almagro since January 3 years ago, shaking his head a little at these errors.
Going back to the first game of the match just shows how important it is mentally. If you get through that, it sends a message to your opponent that you're ready for it, you're going to be tough, you're going to be out here all night until you get the win. And I think that's what Gasquet's done well early on here.
The line. Yeah, that opening game, 10 minutes long. Gasquet saving 4 break points.
Love 15.
Beautiful.
It makes it look so easy, doesn't it?
15 on.
Huge grip change and just a split second decision to play it. Almost impossible to pick that up.
Trenta 30-15.
Is that good?
He's looking sharp, isn't he, Gasquet?
15.
Digs in that heel into the court, doesn't he, so he can slide onto the shot.
Fantastic. 2 set points. But he needs the one. 6-1. 32 minutes, Gasquet. Forcing the error on the first point, second set, Almagro. Important game this to get back on track. Clean court, no water. Well done. What's Almagro got to focus on here, Wilkes?
Well, first things first is the serve. First serve percentage is pretty low, just around about 30%. Also on the second serve, only winning 4 out of 13, so got to tidy that part of his game up. But for me, most important, he's got to be more solid. Too many shots given away. Whereas on the other hand, I think Gasquet, for me, has played very, very smart. He seems to be one shot ahead of the game. He's been in a bit of serve volley, the backhand down the line. We've seen the drop shot. So a lot more variety coming from the Frenchman as well, which is really good to see.
Yeah, he's looking so sharp tonight, isn't he? Gasquet in full flow and form like this is just wonderful to watch. So many shots.
You know, I just wonder, those sort of shots there from Almagro, is he going for those too soon in the point because maybe he feels physically he can't hang in the point long enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
30-40.
He needs a stopper because he is leaking. Break point. He's literally just hanging on to the window ledge here.
It was all or nothing at that point, wasn't it? I mean, his forehand, the volley, really, he felt he could have lost the point if Gasquet had made that. Wouldn't be surprised if the second set was very quick.
He needs his first serve really firing. He's served 15 aces in the tournament so far, Almagro. Not one this evening yet. Talk of the devil. Almagro saves the break point. 1-love second set.
First game, second set.
Both former top tenors, of course. Gasquet number 7 in July 07. And that wonderful run to the semi-finals of Wimbledon. Almagro number 9 in May 2011. Three titles that year for Almagro from 5 finals, 4 semis, 2 quarterfinals. Finished the year at number 10, career best.
Love 15.
Elusive shot. He's played all night, Gasquet.
Love 30.
It just shows how quickly the match can change. I mean, a few minutes ago, Gasquet had the break point, but now he's under a little more pressure.
Great scoring system in tennis. We always talk about it, but it's so true. Break points. Almagro, he had 4 in the opening game of the match. These are the first since.
Love 14.
Coach on the right of that trio. To Almagro. Gasquet the love, switches momentum.
I see that so often, a player who looks as though they're running away with the match, and all of a sudden your opponent loosens up, as we saw on the break point before, and it's completely changed the complex of the match now, and N.Almagro will start to believe that he can turn this around.
Against this one, 15 love.
Three of their previous five have gone the distance, as Wilk said. Really tough match in Miami, 7-6 in the third to Gasquet, second win in a row against the Spaniard. Caught the line. He was just missing, now he's just making them all. Important was that break point N.Almagro saved in the opening game of this set.
Stretching for the ball there, not quite getting in the right position.
10 points in a row all of a sudden for N.Almagro. Made that 11. Second serve ace. Quick turnaround here. N.Almagro 3-love. Second set. Gasquet love 3. Second set. Lost the last 11 points.
Against the set, 15 love.
That's one of the downfalls with that backhand, is it's a pretty big swing, so if it does come through quicker and the timing's out, you're liable just to shank a few.
40-30. R.Gasquet.
On the scoreboard again, Gasquet.
N.Almagro gana 3 games to 1.
The spin that Gasquet puts on it too. It comes at you differently every time, doesn't it?
Yeah, plays with a good height over the net, and the ball really does rear up off the court. I think Gasquet started to sit a little deeper in the second set. Since that moment at the break point in the opening game, maybe the score line, he thought he was getting through, then he's got a little passive.
Stumbled for once there. His footing, N.Almagro. Very unlike him.
30.
He's only lost 3 points behind his first serve, N.Almagro, but he's not getting many in.
I love the way he moves up to that backhand, sets his legs nice and early, and then just total commitment through the shot.
It's a good hold, love 15, 15-30, but 3 points in a row sees N.Almagro into 4.
Good hands there from N.Almagro, but Gasquet just being a little cute here.
Love 15.
Really should have hit through that ball a little harder.
15
A
all.
smart shot here from Gasquet, just going back behind the opponent. See N.Almagro racing to the other side, off balance.
Nets. Versus. Champions 30-15.
Well, that was some hit there from Gasquet.
Warren Atkinson, 40-15. Gasquet. Magro gana 4 games to 2.
Those sort of shots that he was taking on early, making in the beginning of the match, but starting getting a little unstuck now.
Beaten for pace, really.
Brent Atkins, 30-15.
So good. Again, it's got a great position on the court. Gasquet to deal with the huge forehand of N.Almagro.
30.
Played deep at the right time so far tonight, Gasquet.
Atlanta, 40-30.
Inspection here, perhaps, or not? N.Almagro's confident, and Gasquet sees serving to stay in this second set at 2-5.
In session. 15 love.
Strange match, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, doesn't seem an awful lot of flow to the points. A lot of points being given away.
It's a fun point.
Warren Cousin. 40 love.
Third double.
40-15.
Yeah, risky business coming into the backhand side there with N.Almagro.
N.Almagro will have to serve out the second set.
N.Almagro gana 5-3. 5 games to 3.
%39% of his first serves have gone in N.Almagro. It's very low. He's 13 from 17 behind it. So effective when he has got it in. R.Gasquet's 23 from 29.
Zero points.
Somebody's holding back, isn't he, N.Almagro?
15 on.
I hurt before being hurt.
Yes,
130 miles per hour first serve. R.Gasquet did so well to get it back. left line point, second set for Gasquet.
You see Almagro as well, the whole of this game, you feel this tension in the way he's playing. He's getting very frustrated with the reaction here. And it's kind of showing in the way he's over-forcing on those ground shots.
You'd think he served and volley just once, with the way Gasquet runs backwards and plays the loopy return, just to make Gasquet change that play. Well, he just gifted that. Wow.
Plot mentally, and even on the changeover, he was shaking his head, is looking to his team, is very disgruntled. But the best players, what they do now is they focus on the next point. Focus on the ball coming over and just not think about the past.
4-5 Gasquet, second set, new balls.
Yes, 13 love. Iguals, 15 all. Seconds. 30-15. Net. What's
He's totally gone, isn't he? I mean,
he's beaten himself, isn't he? Yeah.
40-15.
It's tough enough beating Gasquet in the sort of form he's in tonight.
Gasquet. Well, Gasquet's got to be looking over the other side of the net now and just drawing strength. Almagro is really struggling to keep his head together.
Gasquet say no after one of those shots and it went in? Or I imagine that?
Imagined it. It will be interesting though if Almagro come to the net from one of those shots he hit.
Yeah.
The point would have been done a lot quicker.
Boy, that's hit the back fence. Where's he gone?
15 on.
Always easy from here, but
Remaining seconds. 30-15.
Goodness me. That's a sledgehammer.
No, incredible shot. Look how high he has to hit this ball, where he's hitting it from. Pretty strong, haven't you? The upper body is going to be pretty good.
He's getting all his aggression out on the ball. 6-5 N.Almagro, second set. Gasquet for the second time serving to stay in the second set. 5-6.
Defence set from Gasquet. This one staying low. I just wonder, reflection here from Gasquet, from N.Almagro, whether he could have sliced that one back into court.
He's on the brink
30 left.
of an eruption, one way or the other. Called it good. Love game. Tie-break time. They've played quite a few against each other.
6 games on. Tie-break.
Yeah, 4 breakers. N.Almagro has come out on top more often, 3-1.
Do you see that here?
I don't. I just, as you're saying, is I see N.Almagro. He's just on the edge of really losing it mentally. A lot of points being given away. Gasquet just keeps solid enough. You kind of feel that the Spaniard is going to give away points.
The crowd will be happy to see a final set. It's getting a lot of support, N.Almagro.
length there from Gasquet. Good height over the net, just pushing N.Almagro further and further back.
In his first round, 7-6, 6-1. A chance for a reverse repeat, Gasquet. Gasquet's listening to you well because he's just hell-bent on being solid, letting N.Almagro beat himself again.
2-1. Gasquet.
It's getting the balance as well, because you want to keep the ball in, but you don't want to be negative by pushing it in and hoping that N.Almagro is going to miss. So it's got to be a meaningful shot. But maybe you think about your margins, not going so close to lines, but just keep that pressure on.
He's hitting the ball so hard.
Nice ones. 2-1.
It's impossible to tire of that shot. Wish we'd seen it again.
Gasquet.
Is that his way of saying, nice shot?
Different to Kyrgios, isn't it? Full face, timely. Extends the lead.
It's his favourite serve, that Gasquet, the slider. Good time to play some really good tennis, those 2 points from the Frenchman.
Winner of this will play in the second semi-final tomorrow against Guillermo Garcia Lopez. 2 Spaniards already through the semis, of course. Carreno Busta plays Kyrgios, the Aussie, in the other semi in the top half of the draw. First up tomorrow. Just too many of those. 4 semi-final points now for Richard Gasquet.
First 6-3. Gasquet.
little too much.
6-4, Gasquet.
2 gone, 2 to go. Second semi-final of the year to look forward to for R.Gasquet. He struggled with his back. There's no doubt about that, but he is back where he belongs.